What's up? I just wanted to make a video of some of the best DXM visuals I've ever had. Um, Specifically, just one trip. I've had these visuals many times, but the first time it happened to me, I'll just get into it. At this point in my life, I was in 10th grade. For the past year and a half, since then, like in 9th grade, I was real big into DXM. 10th grade, I was a huge addict. I was addicted to DXM and a bunch of other drugs. But one night I just wanted to go super hard on DXM because I've been doing it for years at that point. So I'm like, I can handle some DXM, So I was fiending pretty hard. I wanted to trip pretty hard, so I got a whole bunch of DXM, HBR, and I took my usual dosage range is between, or it was between 300 at the very minimum, 300. And it's gone all the way past to like 1.5 grams. But I've been doing it for years at this point, but I was still somewhat new to DXM, to its more like higher plateaus. Cause I've gotten all the visuals. I've been to different landscapes. I've been through space. I've seen all these alien structures. I've been in them. I've been in these tunnels and exit out the tunnels, and all that weird shit, all that disassociative shit. I've seen all that. But one time, I was like, okay, I'm going hard. I took 700 milligrams of HBR. It could have been 800, 700, 800. The visuals I'm about to talk about usually starts for me around the 700 milligram range. So it was at least 700 milligrams, but it could have been 800. But I took them, right? I'm coming up, I'm smoking my weed. I have to smoke when I come up. I have to smoke. The whole time I'm on DXM, I have to smoke. Unless I'm like physically incapable of picking up my shit, So I'm just smoking, and I'm like, okay, I think it's fully hit. I'm gonna sit down, or I'm gonna lay down, close my eyes, see what the visuals are like right now. And at first it was just normal, right? I might need to give a little bit more context, but for right now, everything was just normal. I'm in space. I'm on steroids, right? I'm on. You think of a disassociative visual, that's what I'm seeing, and most likely, but yeah, I'm doing that. I'm just watching, and for the context I was talking about earlier, before that, not too long, I don't think, maybe a few days, a few weeks before that, or maybe not completely, maybe just some time before that, I don't know. I took probably around 600 milligrams, and if I was, it's weird, because usually with DXM visuals, it's close-eye visuals, it needs to be dark, right? You need to close your eyes, the darkness, like, I don't know, you just need it. Or like, if you're on DXM and you're in a super dark room, and even the open eye visuals are fucking crazy. So you the darkness, you kind of need it, But kind of like in a DPH way, but not. DXM's way better. But I keep ranting on. So I was at the park, and I was at 600, and I smoked a whole bunch of weed. And I closed my eyes, and you need this sort of light. Because at the park, the sun was going down, so there was a little bit of light. But the way it hit my eyes, it felt like the light kind of like went into my eyes. My eyes are closed, by the way. I feel like it's going into my DXM visuals. And the light that I'm talking about, that I'm seeing in the visuals, is turning into a wall. And I'm like, that's weird. Like, I've never seen walls. Like, I've seen everything else, but I haven't seen walls. And I'm like, this kind of, like, and I'm getting closer. Like, I'm getting closer to it. And I'm like, these kind of look like my wall. Like, this room, like, you can't really tell, but there's, like, these designs, like, popcorn designs you might be able to see behind me. And I'm like, these look like the same coloring, the same popcorn design thing. It just looks like a wall in my room. It's floating in front of me, and I'm going to it. And then, but at that point, that was it. It was just the wall, and I'm just right in front of a wall. And I'm like, damn, I've never seen nothing like that. So, jump back to this time. Take 700, 800 milligrams. I don't know. And I smoke a whole bunch of weed. And I'm flying through space, like the usual shit. I'm loving it. And then I see this wall again, except it needed no light. It was already kind of lit up to where I could see it well. And I'm like, oh shit, there's the wall. That's my wall. And I go, and I'm in my bed. I'm laying down in my bed. This is like some astral projection type shit. I swear to God. I go through the wall, and I'm in my room. But I'm floating in the sky, or not in the sky, but I'm floating in my room. So I go through the wall, but shit's missing. Like, everything in the closet is gone, my TV's gone. The only thing that was really there that I can remember was my TV stand, and I think my bed, and I think another stand. Like, looked like my room had, like, nothing in it. It was like, just had a few random things in there. And I'm floating around, and I'm like, holy shit, I know I'm in my bed with my eyes closed, but I'm looking at the bed right now, and I'm not in there. And nothing, right? And to me, it's so fucking cool. So I'm letting it go, and then I either go. So this happened a lot of times since then, because I kept wanting to do it. But like, I think this time I went through the ceiling. I went straight up to the ceiling, and boom, I'm in space again. And it would kind of loop around and do that. I would go around, be in space, be in these tunnels, see a wall, go through the wall, I'm in my room, pass through my room, go through another wall, I'm in another part of space. It was awesome. Yeah. I love that shit. And, like, I love I used to love DXM. DXM was everything to me. I love disassociatives in general. And people, when they talk about, like, disassociatives, they probably think of, like, ketamine, usually. Or PCP, but in the case I'm talking about ketamine. Right? You mentioned ketamine to someone compared to, like, to DXM. And they would say, oh yeah, ketamine's way better, it's cleaner, it's whatever. Like, do I have all this good stuff to say about ketamine? I love ketamine, by the way. I'm not dissing on ketamine, but DXM has some of the most unique visuals you will ever see in a drug. Don't do DXM though. I mean, it's not worth it. It's not. But if you know, you know. Like, it has some of the most intricate and unique visuals. You can on ketamine. But ketamine kinda, in my opinion, like, I'm not no fucking, you know, I'm not just saying shit about ketamine because, like, I don't know nothing about it. You know, I've used ketamine for a while. And I got to a point I was doing about 2 grams a day. Like, I was copping all the time. But the visuals, they seem bland. I don't know if I said they seem bland. They're not bland, but it's weird. I don't know. Like, one time on ketamine, I was going through the tunnels. The usual, going through the fucking tunnels. And then materializing in front of me, I have my eyes closed, obviously. Materializing in front of me is ancient Egypt, and these slaves are mining into these rocks, like making a cave. And I'm like looking at it through like just the perspective of a drone. And I was looking at it, I'm like, I see the desert and all the sand over there, and there's all these people that look like they're probably enslaved, and they're just mining shit. And then that disappeared, and then the lion was right in front of me, and then I opened my eyes. But yeah, I did not mean to go off topic, but yeah, but seeing different, I've heard about on DXM seeing, or disassociatives in general, seeing rooms, like seeing different rooms. I've never like, that's pretty much what this video was about, was me seeing the rooms, but I haven't seen any other room but mine on DXM. I hear other people saying that they're in completely different rooms. They, there's shit everywhere. Whatever, like, look it up. But no, I've only ever seen my room, and I feel like it all stemmed from that one trip that I had at the park, where I saw my wall, and I feel like that influenced a bunch of the visuals that I've had in that milligram range, So, I mean, yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about. I might make another video just talking about DXM visuals in general, or the visuals of the drugs that I've taken. I might do that. It might take me some time to remember them, or to put them all together. I'll try and do that. But yeah, thanks for watching, and like and subscribe for me, please.